What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero.
And Lizzie.
And welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Spare. In the last episode, we kind of
figured everything out.
We figured everything out. We got this down.
We know exactly what's going to happen.
No, we figured out a lot of going on with the parallel between the game and the actual case. We learned a ton about Sparkling Justice from Sonia, who seems to be all about that. And now I think we're just finishing up the investigation.
A thought that I had.
Yes, a thought that she had.
Was... Because, okay, so like 16 people enter Hope's Peak Academy, presumably 8 girls, 8 guys. And this is Hope's Peak Academy at the school. Mm-hmm. Two of the girls have died. Sato and Kazuryu. Which means that technically, if that exact same pool of people got sent to the island, then there should be 2 fewer girls. Which means that there should be 2 girls that were not in the school, unless they were brought in later. But there is this kind of misconnect, and the 2 girls are Sonia and Peko.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
that's definitely an interesting point to bring up, for sure.
So maybe that could be something in the future.
Okay, so should we chat with Pekoyama?
Yes.
I don't think she said she had anything to say, but...
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who randomly appears and claims to be an ally of justice. Yeah. Although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. Okay, that's what she said before.
Okay, and then Solda.
Miss Sonia, she looks strangely excited. Oh wait, why am I reading Soda's lines?
I don't know, but it's okay. Awesome, that's like a powerful gap moe. So much gap moe in this chapter.
I know. Wait, what's gap moe?
Oh yeah, a couple comments. Shout out to those comments. Describe gap moe as kind of someone doing something out of what their personality would typically do. So Nanami showing up in a white bikini.
Okay.
That sort of a thing. Man, I don't really get it, but nice one, princess. That Miss Sonia is something else. This guy is just so laid back. I should leave him alone.
Okay, I think I need to talk to Komaida
and talk about the footprints. Cool. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages.
Oh my god,
Looked at their shoes.
Yeah, I guess he just took a pair of shoes. Everyone's
so funny. Everyone's cottages. I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in.
I figured it was Monokuma.
That guy, he did something shady again. Well, why do I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Komaida squatted down near the entrance to the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding. Come on, Hinata, take a look. Oh, cool. After all, I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Those footprints. I see, so the reason you snuck into everyone's cottages was... That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everybody's footprints. But unfortunately, Kuzuryu wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Ooh, not Kuzuryu. Whose footprints are they? Saionji Hiyoko. Which might not be that surprising.
Yeah, because she was the one who ran out of the beach house.
Right.
Was crying and stuff.
Saionji's? To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in. So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's. It matched the footprints at the beach house. Yep, there's no mistake. These are Saionji's footprints. Huh, interesting.
Interesting. I feel like a lot of evidence is pointing to Saionji, but I don't think it's Saionji.
Agreed. I feel like an argument that's going to come up is, the only way they could get out of the beach house is through the front. That's the only way the killer could have gotten out.
But the window. Yeah.
And that's going to be it's going to be Saionji, but actually the killer got out through the window.
Yeah. And I think the point of us, whatever time we saw Saionji running out, is probably going to be important. I feel like Soda's going to bring that up in the investigation.
Maybe.
Because we don't have a truth bullet for it.
Yeah. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting. I found a lot of these candies inside her room.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Maybe Saionji and Koizumi were meeting here, and then someone else showed up, and Saionji hid in the closet and saw Koizumi die, potentially.
Maybe. I don't know, well...
Actually, no, that would be too easy for the investigation.
Except for Saionji probably wouldn't want to talk.
Maybe, but if she saw Koizumi die, she'd be like, this person killed her and I saw it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
But first, there might have been some reason where she was forced to hide in the closet.
Yeah.
As opposed
agreed.
to be, like, waiting in the closet to, like, kill her.
Yeah,
which I think
yeah.
is how she's going to be portrayed.
Yeah, agreed. But I don't think Sayonji's not going to kill me.
That's... They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Looks like...
Wait. There's no yellow one.
Really?
Strawberry...
Just look at the cover.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like... I guess, yeah, those flavors wouldn't typically be yellow. Maybe melon.
Maybe melon.
It's not like watermelon. It's like melon.
Yeah.
Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who will only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. Whoa, wait, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong? Yeah.
Well, it's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case, coming from this guy. That means...
Probably relates.
It probably greatly relates to the incident.
Yep.
Okay. In a strange way, Komaida's kind of like the Kirigiri guiding the...
Yeah, he has like a lot of interesting... Yeah.
He's very good at apparently like picking out things that are important to the case. But apparently, it seems like it's time for the trial.
I know, it's trial time. Oh my gosh.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end. Come, now is the time to fight the decisive battle. The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits. The class trial is finally raising its curtain. So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. So cute.
But not because
it's Monokuma. Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end. I don't know if that's really how it works, Komaida.
Yeah.
Now then, let's go prove it. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There's no escape. We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go.
As we talked amongst ourselves, we left the beach house and Koizumi's body. So now, off to Monokuma Rock?
Yes.
That's on Island 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna send over there the long way.
You know, get some steps.
Yeah, our destination, Monokuma Rock. Oh,
I guess it's on...
maybe it is on Jabberwock Island. I think it's... Oh, it's right over here.
Okay, oopsies.
We're so silly. Baka. Oh man, the hype is real.
Let's talk to people before we go.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, it's daytime during... Monokuma Rock at daytime looks interesting.
Yeah. No, let me go. Help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita.
Hey, stop harassing little girls.
This is what's going on. Sayonji was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Sayonji's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain. Oh, Sayonji. Jeez, make me waste my sweet time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Kuzi to you? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
Ugh, I hate when Monokuma gets like this.
I know, I hate it too. What?
Oh, his anger changed his form.
Oh my god, you can you... I'm right here. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is so funny.
I hate this. This was so uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Ah, Kazuryu, you came. I was worried about you.
I thought he was going to make an example out of him and kill Kuzuryu, and then we go through this murder, or this trial and be like, wait.
We don't need to have Kazuryu's, testimony.
There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still. I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Kuzuryu, what does that mean? Is he talking about the murder?
I don't think so. I think I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, it looks like everyone's here, so let us depart. Now, you can go back to your normal form.
Please go back to normal teddy bear form.
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys. Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Do you even have to prepare?
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy! We haven't heard a lot from Tanaka this chapter.
I know, we haven't.
It's kind of sad.
I know, I love Tanaka.
So it begins, the beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find that shining hope. Just shut up, Kamaida.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's right. Moving forward is the only option.
Alright.
Okay, now we're gonna chat with everyone first, because last time we didn't. You should be honored. A mere human such as yourself will be present to witness the beginning of the end. Interesting.
Okay.
It's dramatic as always.
I believe in you. If everyone works together, you should be able to stand against any despair. I will definitely help you out. Aw, Monomi.
Thanks, Monomi. Glad we have your support.
I have nothing to do with this.
Oh, poor Saionji. What are you dilly-dallying for? Come on, let's hurry up and go. Oh my god, he gets so weirdly excited for these trials.
I know, I hate it. Let's go. There's no reason for us to waste our time here. The truth behind Koizumi's death. Sparkling justice may hold the key. No, that just has to be it.
I'm excited to see where the sparkling justice thing goes.
Yeah, where it comes to play. Let's go. We can't forgive the killer. This class trial stuff again, so this time I gotta figure out who killed Koizumi, huh? I don't get complicated stuff, so I'll leave this to you guys.
Oh my god.
Owari.
Owari, you're so funny. If you don't unleash your power here, where else are you going to unleash it? Don't you want to avenge Koizumi's death? Wow, he's really powered up.
I know. Monokuma changed forms! Color me surprised. Could he be the type to awaken hidden powers when he gets angry?
So anime.
I know.
He's a stuffed animal, right? I'm not mentally prepared yet. I don't think I'll ever be. We can't just stand around all day. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Koizumi? Why did Koizumi? This is impossible.
Oh, sad faces. I'm a Yakuza. I won't run or hide.
Alright.
Alright, well then, I guess all we have left to do is go to the trial. I love this so much. I wonder if it's different or not.
Nope.
No, it was the same.
This giant escalator.
Yeah, I hope you guys appreciate the first time this showed up and the title was Well That
Escalated quickly. Yeah.
No
matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste.
Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. This is so funny. This is so eccentric. This is so Monokuma.
I know.
A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. Yup.
This elevator.
This sad scene as people get fewer and fewer with each class trial. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. You might want to pick that up again.
Yeah.
Pretty important to do every now and then. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Ooh, blue. Aim, defeat the boring routine. So I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's decoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway. Admittedly, it doesn't look that different or that great in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's in the middle of renovation, that's the point.
Oh, okay.
To go through the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway.
Kill time.
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. Purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. I feel like this is actually really important.
Yeah.
That's why you guys should forget about such cheap purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Koizumi Mahiru, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Okay, so here we are.
Yeah.
And you know what I just realized? We didn't use any of our hope fragments to buy skills again.
Lol.
Lol, we're so bad at this.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay, so I feel like we have a decent grasp on the things in the e-handbook. However,
Yes.
conscious note, we can look at them during
Yes,
the trial.
yes.
We're not going to try to just remember it all off the bat.
Yeah. And so if we're having trouble with something, we'll just look at the e-handbook.
We'll look
and
at the e-handbook and
everything.
refresh what we know about
Sorry,
the
with
quotes.
the portable stoves.
Yeah, sorry about that. We totally forgot that we could look at the e-handbook during the first trial. So
we're always like just trying to remember what all the evidence was saying. So.
Right. But on that note, I love this music. It gets me pumped up.
I know,
It gets me
it's
hyped
so
every
hyped.
single time.
Trial time.
You guys are hyped. Let me know in the comments right now. Just
Are
scroll
you
down.
hyped?
Scroll down. Keep listening to us. Listen to our hype, our energy, and type, I'm so hyped right now. And on that note, let's hop into it.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I sure hope so. I mean, yes, I'm ready. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. No, why does he keep making up Monomi?
I know, every single time.
Bible thumbs for Monomi. Oh, what's underneath her?
These are all tennis balls.
Huh, is that
That
a
sounds
tennis
like a
ball?
bunch of tennis balls.
Why?
Looks like a tennis ball. I don't know why there's
I don't know what that is. Interesting. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. Quick side note, trial's gonna be in sub. Thanks for understanding. If you vote correctly, then only the black one will receive punishment, but if you pick the wrong person... I'll punish everyone besides the black end, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Monomi is so funny. She's so like melodramatic all the time.
I know.
Monokuma will say something and she'll be like, oh, it's so awful. Every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Or like, oh, every time I see that, it's such bad taste. Like, oh, I hope you guys do okay. Like,
Yeah, it's like I'll always be cheering for you.
it's so funny. Now then, let's first discuss the motive, that masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Koizumi's killer. Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Monokami's like shaking in the background. Monami is like shaking in the background.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
Komaeda just coming right out there.
Yeah, it's like, you know when you all agreed to not play this game? Everyone who's beaten the game, talk about it now.
But not just that. That it's based on an actual murder case.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
How would he know that? Without having access to the photos and stuff.
He already investigated Koizumi's cottage.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah, he's just calling out, like, there's an actual murder like, that took place involving people here before. I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game, too. Some of us are characters in a video game? Quick side note, in my Japanese class, we actually learned a lot of vocab that's being discussed right now because we're talking about plays and like characters, main characters, and all that different.
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first. Also, disclaimer about like what I said earlier about the whole suspicious Pekoyama and Sonia. I just realized that Oka, Awari, and Nanami were also not in the game, so like, I want to rescind that potential suspicion thing.
It's all good. Characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, D, E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. Yep. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. Do we have to do that all now? The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably Tsumiki. Yeah. Hype. Great start.
Yep.
We're not screwing up right off the bat. Girl A is probably Tsumiki Mikan.
Me?
That timid tone, that definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Cue retort from Monokuma.
Ha! A nasty, trashy pig butt like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Yikes, Sayonji.
I know.
Sayonji is all over Tsumiki.
I know, she's so mean to Tsumiki.
Yeah.
Yup. A nasty, trashy pig butt. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Yup.
Huh?
he just got bodied, Sayonji.
I
Now
know,
you've been
right?
identified in the game too. Not like we didn't know beforehand,
Yeah.
but...
Girl B, yeah.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Sayonji.
Short and foul mouth? That's like a complete opposite of me.
Sayonji, please.
No.
Sayonji, please. We're not buying your crap right now.
Yeah.
Completely ignored and just like,
Yep.
anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C. Her last name is hyper energetic and unique. Yep, that's Ibiki. It's actually Kusudiyu. Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C, and then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh my god, Ibuki, why are you so adorable?
I know, she's so great. Shut down. Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, there's only one person who always had a camera with them.
Yep,
that would be Koizumi. Girl D is Koizumi, the victim in this case. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, they're very clear that Girl E is like the important part
Yeah,
here.
well, Girl E is like Sato, probably.
Right.
was
Which is
like
like
one
gonna
of the-
take a huge amount of
Yeah,
explanation and like
yeah.
figuring stuff out. Like, who was Sato? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. He's Guy F. Kuzuryu. Yeah, so we were pretty good on this.
Yeah.
Aren't you Guy F? Kuzuryu? I was in a game? That's stupid. Ah, that reminds me, wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Tsumiki, Koizumi, Saionji, Ibuki, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu. Hold on, why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus? It's not like I'm wrong, that's how it's written on the staff roll. Tell him, Hinata.
Yep.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right? The reason Kuzuryu's last name Kuzuryu appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Komada, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Ooh.
Dang.
The reason Kuzuryu's last name Kuzuryu appears twice is probably because
He had a little
sister. So it is a little sister.
Yeah.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu mentions that he has a little sister. Ugh.
Huh? What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. Oh, they don't even give us the chance. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
Man, Komada.
Komada's just like spurring us on this whole time. By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right? Oh no, Kuzuryu. Not feeling too good about it. I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Kuzuryu's little sister is the high school girl who died at the beginning. Sad faces. The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of. Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Kuzuryu's sister. Also, those little balls are on the ground in the background too.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are.
I feel like they're tennis balls.
Really?
Yeah, they look like tennis balls.
They don't really have like the white part on them.
I love that game.
Why do you sound so happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, Baka. Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Kuzuryu's little sister is... Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making crap up, Baka. If she was the type to die easily, I'd have killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day. Yeah. About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories. Shut up, you be quiet. Interesting. I wonder if this means... I mean, I feel like, yeah, he's already aware of it, I think. He just doesn't want to, like, admit it out loud. So I feel like it's going to be interesting trying to talk with him or, like, talk around the events.
Yeah, agreed.
With him there and not accepting it, at least outwardly. I see. So you're never going to accept that the game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now. Komaeda, you seem to be doubting Kuzuryu a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer? A mystery that easy would make you feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. Interesting.
He's right, it is too easy.
Yeah. That's why I'd be much happier if Kuzuryu wasn't the killer. Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Tsumiki, Girl B is Saionji, Girl C is Ibuki, Girl D is Koizumi, Guy F is Kuzuryu. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Kuzuryu's little sister. I also just realized I totally didn't say that like Tanaka for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a story in a game. Ooh, now you get to chat about Sato.
Sato, yeah. If so, then girl E is Miss Sato. Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Wait, what?
I feel like that's... yeah. I don't know which Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Hanami, you're so like nice and like respectful about disagreeing with
I know. Dang. Maybe it's related to Kanaka's last name because they're so... Maybe it's related to Tanaka's last name since they're really both plain names. Oh my gosh, they're both really plain names. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, for those of you that don't know, Tanaka is like a super common last name in Japan. What the heck is that wild connection? Tanaka might be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki. And he also has a strange rivalry going on. Just big Monokuma in the face.
I know.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know? I heard that girl Lee got killed.
What? No way, is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know? I'm so excited to hear this song again.
I know.
I miss the song so
I've been
much.
like dancing this whole time since like the song came on.
Yeah.
my, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends. Just completely moves on.
Yep. So, the mystery of the game is the murder of girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why girl E was killed. The reason girl E was killed. I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game.
Girl E was the killer.
Girl E was the killer. Whoa, do you see this like effect going on in the
I know, it's
projectors in the
happening.
background? Interesting. The reason girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game. Which means girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Kuzuryu? Apparently girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
Dang.
Put on blast.
Yeah.
You're persistent. I don't care what that game said at all, but...
そいつは確かなのかそのいい子ってのが女子高生を殺したっつうのはよ
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
それをはっきりさせるには女子高生が殺された事件を紐解く必要があるけど
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
音楽室で起きた殺人だねそういう流れになるかと思ったから用意しておいたよ
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Aw, thanks, Nanami.
Yay.
Nanami's so helpful.
Oh, nice.
最初の事件の舞台となった音楽室周辺をマップにしてみたんだ
Look, I made a map of the music room surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
意外とマメなことするんだな
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
レトロゲームマニアにはマッピングなんて常識ですぞ
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
True that back before games had ridiculous amounts of maps, you got trapped in labyrinths and all these dungeon crawlers and stuff. You had to draw out the maps yourself. Obviously, I'm not old enough to be that involved with that,
古典
but
的ダンジョン探索型 RPG と
Yeah,
か
yep.
視点が主観だからマッピングしながらの攻略が基本中の基本で
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
その話はまたの機会に聞くとして今はこっちの説明に集中してくれ
we get it. Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
じゃあまずは事件の流れを説明するね A 子と B 子と C 子と D 子の4人は玄関ホールでガラスが割れたような音を聞いたんだ
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass
す
breaking.
ぐに彼女たちがその音の聞こえた2階へと向かって階段を上がっていくと
Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard the sound. Hold on.
2階の
Holding
音
on.
楽室の前には変
Hold
化
on, I
が
want to swing back to Hamada.
今の音は音楽室の中から聞こえたと証言してくれた
The thing I wanted to point out was, you know how they have the pink X's in front of their face? Except for Hanamoto's is a fork and a knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a
Oh my
pink
god, I
fork
want to
and a
look at
knife.
that now.
Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it was girl E,
Yeah.
because she's the one who killed.
Yeah, he killed her.
でも音楽室のドアは鍵がかかってて入れなかった
But the door to the music room is locked.
I really want to see how this phase came into play.
Yeah,
Because it's
agreed.
interesting that the door was locked. Girl E was outside the door, even though Girl E killed the person inside the door.
I wonder if she broke the vase in the second classroom to make it look like the window broke was the one that...
Right, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking as well too.
So
But like,
the events were closer together, so she wouldn't be suspected.
right. Because if she broke the glass, she could have locked the door, but then gotten out somehow.
Gotten out via the window, like
Gotten
this could
out
have
via the
happened
window.
way earlier. And like when no one was around or something like that, and then,
She could have already broken the window a long time ago.
yeah. Basically.
And then
like
broken the
escaped
vase.
all of that, and then broke the vase, and then was like, oh my god, a body! And so then
Yeah.
like,
And
she
then
would be like,
assume that the murderer left around the time the vase
Yeah.
broke. Okay,
だ
interesting.
から D 子が職員室まで鍵を取りに行ってようやく5人は音楽室に入ることができたんだけど
so girl D went to get the key from the office, and then the 5 of them were finally able to go inside.
そこには 頭を殴られて殺された女子高生の死体があったんだよ。
They found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
Oh, sad faces.
Yeah.
音楽室の窓ガラスが割られてたことから犯人はそこから逃げたと彼女たちは考えた。
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there.
さっき玄関ホールで聞いたガラスの割れるような音がそれだったんだってね。
The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that.
しかも
However,
Yeah.
いい子のスクール水着が盗まれてたから窓から逃げた犯人は変質者だってことになったんだよ。
Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some kind of pervert.
and if Girl E were the killer, she could definitely set up for that by
Yeah,
having her own
swimsuit
swimsuit
being
stolen.
こんな感じでどうかな。
How does that sound?
Sounds pretty solid.
実にわかりやすい説明だったよ。さすがは攻略上手の超高校級のゲーマーさんだね。
Yep, an understandable explanation, just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing
で
games.
も変質者じゃないですよね。本当の犯人はいい子さんなんですよね。
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
そんなもんいい子が音楽室で女子高生を殺した後に廊下に出て他の連中を迎えただけじゃろ。
Obviously, Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
音楽室の鍵は外からかけたんすか？なら職員室にあった鍵が必要っすね。
Did you lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
No, she didn't do that.
いい子はその鍵を隠し持っておったんじゃ。廊下に出た直後にその鍵で施錠したという戦法よ。
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We could assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it. No, because then she would have had to put it back in the
Yeah.
teacher's lounge.
ですがその直後にリーコさんは職員室まで音楽室の鍵を取りに行っていま
There's
したよ
Hanuma
ね。
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
ちなみにスペアキーの可能性は除外していいと思うよ。ゲーム内でも一切言及されてないからね。
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
であれば鍵は音楽室の中からかけられたんじゃな。そこからいい子は窓ガラスを割って逃げ。
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped.
そして根性の全力疾走を重ねた結果他の連中より先に音楽室の前まで回り込んだんじゃ。
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived. Yeah, no, this is not.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we have a good handle on how this happened.
yeah.
校舎の外から音楽室に戻るなら他の4人がいた玄関ホールを通らないとダメなんだよ。
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the others were waiting if she tried to do that.
わしはもう知らん。
Then forget this.
おっさんが拗ねても可愛くねえぞ。
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
ねえ本当に犯人っていい子なの？全然答えにたどり着かないじゃん。
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. And what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first.
Oh,
Ooh, do we have our first non-stop debate?
I guess so.
Hype. Alright, then, let's do this non-stop debate in the next episode. I hope you guys are pumped to see where this murder goes, where all this discussion goes and everything. But we'll have to do that in the next episode. I'm pumped. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like we got a pretty solid grip on what happened in the game, how it happened and such, and then we've done a pretty good job with extrapolating it to Danganronpa reality as well.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where
It all goes and
Where it
what
all
twists
goes.
and turns we have waiting for us.
and you guys are waiting for it at least too.
Yeah.
But until then, this has been Midnight Zero,
And Lizzie.
and this mission is complete.